Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna create dedicated table for items that we have, let's say, in our storage house. So product instances, we can call it like that. Right, let's open our editor and I can add items down there from buyers, or I can add them right here between product and buyers. So it's totally up to you what you're gonna do. Right, so class, product, products, items, instances, and again models.model, and let's have a little bit of vertical space here, so indentation, don't forget that, add ID. Right, so ID will not be 1 2 3. We're gonna create very long random ID for every of these items we have to sell. So how we are going to do that? Well, models dot UUID field. Now this ID comes from dedicated Python model, so we actually need to import it in our models.py. So how we are going to do that? Well, here you will just say import UUID, and you can check what this thing will do in official Python documentation. So it's not Django documentation, it is Python documentation. Just type that in Google. Anyway guys, this will just spit out very long ID that will be consist of numbers plus characters. Well, that's pretty much it. Right, so this ID will be primary key, so we will say true. Basically we are overriding Django IDs, that's what we are doing, and default will be from UUID model, and especially UUID 4, not 34, just 4. Okay, save. And now for every product we need to have title, like short explanation what that thing is, short name. So let's just call it instance title. You can call it like product title or just title, but because here I have instance, I'm gonna use instance here as a prefix. Right, so that will be character field, so models, don't forget that, don't forget dot, character field, and maximum length will be 200 characters. That's enough probably. Now also we're gonna have instance description of that product. Hopefully I typed that correctly. Description. Right, I think that's correct. Description equals models, and because we have a lot of text, we're gonna use text field where maximum length will be, well, what I was using down there for note, 1000. So yeah, 1000 characters. Right, after that we're gonna have instance type. Now instance type basically will be connection to this product, because every item will be in subcategory and subcategory will be in big category. That's how I envision this CMS. You can change it, but yeah, it's totally up to you. So instance type models, and we're gonna use foreign key when we are establishing connection. So foreign key. And what are we hitting? Well, we are hitting product table, so use string here, product. And what's gonna happen when we delete things? Well, we need to delete it in such a way that we will not destroy other tables, entries in other tables. So how we are going to do that? Well, on delete we will say set null. Set null. That's how you secure that only this thing, when you delete it, you will not destroy other things. Set null. And every time when you say set null, you also need to say null equals true. Okay, and here I do forget models. Models set null. Okay, so the next thing is how we are going to connect every item to buyer if we sell that thing, because when items arrives at your house, they are, in storage house, they are waiting for buyers. So how to connect product instances with buyers. Well, same stuff as here. So you just say buyer, individual buyer for that thing. Buyer only one will be from buyers, right? Oops, what is this? Just a second. Foreign key, and we're gonna hit buyers table. Buyers table with the same approach when we delete stuff. So on delete, we're gonna say models dot set null, and when you're working with models with set null, you need to say, as I said, null equals true in a database, but this will be in a form. So in a form you need to have option to have that thing blank, because items arrives without data about buyers. They just arrive and they wait for buyers, as I said. So in a form, how you're going to say that? Well, blank equals true. So you're probably confused here with blank and null. Well, blank is for form and null is for database. That's how you remember that thing. Right, next thing is, well, str method. We need that. And I'm gonna target here self, which will be any of these items, and we're gonna grab instance title here. You can grab many of these things, but instance title is pretty much self-explanatory here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So now we need to check what's happening. Yeah, we need to apply migrations. Hopefully everything will be fine. So make migrations, make migrations. Okay, so we do have product instances, that's cool, and we do have change meta options on buyers. Well, that's probably from last tutorial. Yeah, probably from last one. Okay, so save, and now we need to migrate, because migrations are, sorry, we have prepared migrations right here. Let me check that. Right, that's cool. Now we have those things prepared, so now we will issue like physical migrations. Migrate, and okay, that's cool. That's cool. And something that I forget always to do is this, to add in admin panel product instances, and now we will activate that in Django administration. So I will just copy paste to save a little bit of time right here. Never use quotes here, it's stupid. So yeah, now I'm gonna run server probably without any kind of problems. Right, okay, cool. So where is that thing? Okay, refresh, and there you go. We have product instances, but I have lowercase e here, which is stupid, which probably means that I need to target class meta again. So where I need to steal that from? Right, so from here I'm gonna add it right here, and I will call it just product instances. Right. Hopefully everything will be fine now without restart. Okay, yeah, that will work. Right, so product instances. Oh yeah, add product instances. This is idea I was talking about. Very long, string with all these numbers. Don't change this thing manually, it's really stupid, you're just wasting your time. These things are generated automatically. Right, instance title will be right, Nokia 3310, like from number 1 that you have, for example, from that year. I think that was the year, and it will be okay. It is in working condition. Like we can have description in perfect working order, blah blah, and so on. Such thing. Right, so instance type, this will be old Nokia phones. So that's the whole purpose of this product subcategory. So yeah, pretty much self-explanatory up till now. Old Nokia phones, and see this guys here, this like light gray, it's different than this color, so you can leave it blank because of that blank equals true in the models. Let me find that. See, where is that? Blank equals true. That means that you will have that option right here, and you do have it. So when Nokia arrives at your house, you're gonna click here because you don't have a buyer, and then you're gonna click save, and everything will be fine. And when you get your buyer, you're gonna click here, and then you're gonna target Samantha or actually any other. You will have that pop up right here automatically, so you don't need to tinker about forms. This is so magnificent in Django, absolutely awesome stuff. Right, and then you will just click on save, and there you go, guys. Okay, let's add like old Ericsson phone. Right, so it's on. Hopefully I typed that correctly with 2S. It is from, I think, that year, and model is what was it, 1018S, I think, brick. That I have that brick actually, couple of them, and all those Nokia 3310s, 5110s, I don't know, a bunch of them, because I like to play with them. They're like kind of cool. Okay, so this will be number 1 of that item. You can have stickers on boxes for them, something like that, like perfect working order, because whatever we buy is in perfect working order, hopefully. Right, instance type, old Ericsson phones, buyer, none for now. Save, and there you go, guys, you have it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm using here BR1, which is for my native language, so that's kind of stupid. I need to use English like number 1, so sorry about that. I'm gonna change that automatically. Actually, I'm gonna delete it. Well, these things happen. And that will be like number 1. So yeah, copy paste will always get the job done, hopefully. Save, there you go, something like that. It's totally up to you. Okay, so let me confirm that in, where's that damn thing, in SQLite Studio. We're gonna say manually refresh selected database thingy, and we do have, where is that? Oh, product instances. So by default Django will concatenate product and instances, or is it? No, it's not by default. We do have this as a name, but P and E, they are uppercase, so here in a database you will have that thing lowercases. Right, so double click, and this is schematic description of structure of our table. We do have our foreign keys right here, and when you click on data you will have 2 items. So don't worry about this, these are those weird IDs that you have from UUID module, and yeah, you have these things. Right, buyer ID means that if you're looking just into raw data, buyer ID is someone with the number 1, with ID 1, so if you go here to buyers and you check who is number 1, it's Samantha. And that's the same stuff that you have in a Django admin, absolutely same stuff, of course, what else? There you go, Samantha. Okay, so save. And guys, that's pretty much it in this tutorial. So in the next tutorial, we can probably mess around with base template and with URLs. And that means we will construct paths here, okay, that you need to type to access these things through front end. Something like that, right. Okay guys, I'm gonna shut up as always. Thanks for watching, and see ya in the next tutorial. Okay, see you there.